There is a very important message from your guides coming through the day that you're seeing this specifically. And I don't want to say, I'm hearing like heed to its warnings. It's just something not to fear, but to be aware of in regards to how the energies in this solar system are impacting your experience on Earth very, very directly. And this is how you can begin to work. And I'm hearing co-create a new reality into existence. And I'm hearing shape that reality very, very consciously. Okay. But I do want to preface, and I don't know why that word specifically is coming through, that there is something that is being illuminated for you during this time. This is about really a call for action that you're going to feel emerging within you, and you want to make sure that you're leading with a place of love, okay, and align action with the soul instead of fear, okay, a lack of a missed opportunity, because this thing will never be walled off from you. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. I'm hearing anything that's really meant for you will never pass you by. Okay, so you don't need to rush into this first and foremost. You don't need to rush into all of this right now. The one message with you is do not overestimate what it is that you can do within a year, okay, or a day. Let's just say a day right now. But also don't underestimate what it is that you can do within a year, okay, or 5. There is that balance that's needed. And specifically, it's because we have Mars in Libra that's going to be squaring Jupiter in Cancer. So it can be where our eyes are bigger than our stomach. And this is mainly not biting off more than you can chew in a linear fashion, okay? Not biting off more than you can chew in a linear fashion. So this is about bold moves and impulsive action that you're definitely going to feel arising within you during this time. You may feel like a surge of energy to leap into a new project of some kind or a new venture. Maybe this is like standing up or speaking for yourself or advocating for your beliefs. And it's kind of a go big, go home energy. But there is something around you kind of humbly observing and sitting back, how I'm hearing not underestimating how the small action that you take on a day-to-day basis, and I'm hearing calculated like action that you take during this time, is leading you closer and closer towards that milestone. All right. But there is something that's intensifying during this aspect, and it is about caution versus courage. Okay. And it does require like a courageous stance. You're still being called outside of your comfort zone. And I'm hearing that's why the energy is so intense right now. And we're going to pull the energy around this specifically, but it is kind of an advice message from your guides that are able to oversee the full landscape of time and space and time, and are definitely illuminating something, and I'm hearing unveiling something in regards to aligned versus unaligned action, okay? Action based off of fear and lack for missing an opportunity, and seeing how, instead of seeing how there is a divine alignment that's taking place and you're being guided to do what it is that you need to do at the time that you need to do it. No more, no less. Okay, I'm hearing no more, no less. It does feel like there's a Goldilocks energy where it's like, this is just right. Okay, this is just right. So yeah, it can feel like you're kind of stepping on a tightrope where there is an excitement, right? Which also is fear within the body. And it can be growing. It can be something that creates a lot of tension, okay, with the square aspect around how much you give or what risks to take, okay, and when to take those risks. So again, this is calculated risks. I'm kind of, this reading, it does feel like your guides are, it does feel like, that's, have you ever walked like a huge, super big dog? And it's like they're not really trained, right? And they're just, you're just holding on for dear life. I remember when I was a child and I had this huge husky, and I was holding onto the rope, and I was just basically flying at that point. Like my feet were when your feet start gliding across the pavement, like you're ice skating, but on the road, with normal shoes. It was that kind of energy. And that's what I feel like your guides are seeing you do right now. You could have a very specific vision or mission or somewhere that you want to go, but they're almost like, hold your horses, hold on. Don't you see that huge pothole right there? this is about divine protection, okay, and not losing the goal, okay, because there's a very specific goal and you are going to reach it. That's inevitable. But kind of changing or shifting the way that you move towards it, right? It feels like there's a new strategy that's being revealed to you. This could even be like a think smarter instead of work harder situation. That's also what I'm seeing for you too. But yeah, this is knowing that without pause, you might end up biting off more than you can chew, right? Comfortably. So this is about anchoring your impulse, okay? The impulse to act off of fear, and instead grounding your enthusiasm, maybe through journaling. Okay, maybe it's time to set up a vision board, because this intensifying energy specifically is because we're being led up to the eclipse. And maybe it's about breath work, or just simply asking yourself the question, is this aligned or reactive? I'm going to ask you again, is this aligned or reactive? And I know this is hitting right now. I know that this is hitting because this is designed to reach you on this date. I don't even know what I'm looking at right now when it comes to you. You may not be seeing something totally clear. So yeah, this is specifically designed for September 4th. This could still be aspecting, but I feel like this is kind of brewing right now, where you really want to make sure that you're taking aligned action with the heart, okay? So when it is time to take action, you can see where you're going clearly. So we're going to see what this is. We're going to take a look at the messages from your guides right now, but this is where a balanced mind meets the compassion and the stillness, and I'm hearing the patience of the soul. Just be a little bit more patient, my love. You don't want to do this thing prematurely. For something around, you don't have all the details right now. Fox P2, communication is key. Be gentle with yourself. Be so gentle with yourself. This talks about communication that you have, especially internally, and intercommunication with your guides, right? You may not understand because the dog is super excited, right? The one that day, oh my gosh, when my husky saw the cat, that's why it started going like that, right? It saw a cat, and there I was trying to hold on for dear life. And there is something around, you could definitely have your eye on something, right? You could definitely have your eye on something. And the dog's name at the time was called Lightning. So this could be, Uranus energy being activated. Maybe there's something unexpected. Maybe this is almost like a moment of destabilization, and it causes you to kind of act from that impulse. But there is something around grounded action is the very thing that's going to allow you to catalyze this into a major transformation. But I'm hearing things kind of transform over time, over a period of time. This is what I'm seeing for you. I'm seeing like wine, what's it called? How wine gets finer in time, how something is marinating. There's something around, give time for this to marinate, journal about this, really reflect on this, daydream, take yourself there in every other way than the physical right now. That's my message for you, especially if you're being guided to like go somewhere or do something. This is a heed to the warning. You have matter and flight. Right? And you have retrograde. Retrograde's like, slow down. Hold on. Reflect, review, revise. This is so that you can come at this with a different game plan or strategy. Okay? There could be, I'm hearing something that's unbeknown to you right now. There's something that's unbeknown to you. Flight and matter. So you definitely do want to take flight in a direction, and this is to do something physical, right? This is like physical action that you're being called to, like, you want to dive right in. And this is what the ego wants, because it's like, I want this now, right? I want this thing now. Well, go ahead and read this. And they're like, it is already yours. Why do you need to rush, right? Why do you need to rush? Like, if you already knew that this thing is something that you're going to experience, it's somewhere that you're inevitably going to go, or it's something that you're inevitably going to do or achieve, why rush the journey there? That's what I'm seeing. It's the illusion of not having it, or the illusion of it not having already happened, that has kind of the ego sometimes want to take control of the in-between times, right? The in-between, the distance between these two events. Just ask yourself that question, right? Really ask yourself that question today, specifically, the day that you're seeing this. And I'm saying this with love, okay? Complete, continuous movement. The opposite of standing still. And you know what the funny thing is? Both these cards came up reversed. And I don't typically read the cards reversed, but with a retrograde at the base, it's like a big fat confirmation. And this is like so funny because I have no clue what this is yet, but I kind of have an idea. Continuous movement, the opposite of standing still. And it's like you want to go right now with this thing. I know you do. This is how the planets and the impact is everything. It's is here. It's, it's rippling through this universe and you're feeling it, as an extension of the earth. This is how the energies are impacting the earth. And you're feeling that through your vessel. It's making you want to move. You're an extension of the earth. But you may not have a concrete plan right now. It's almost like, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm on my way. It's that kind of energy. It's someone that shows up at the airport, but without a flight booked. And they're like, I'm just going to book one at the counter. But you don't know how to pack. You don't know if you're being guided to the Maldives, right? And you need to be able to dress in a way where it's, it's going to be warm and you're bringing winter clothes. What are you doing? It's that kind of energy. It's that kind of energy. It's like you don't see everything right now. You don't know that we're guiding you here. And there's something around this. Anyway, there are times, this is a sacred, it's a sacred wildline collision. For example, I'm just seeing somebody being guided to a very specific place or to do a very specific thing. But is it possible that there's a very specific card that's coming through in the Shaman's Dream Oracle message. I can only see the page on the book, but I don't remember the card. I'll see if I can. Is it possible that all the things that are needed for this plan to manifest into form for the highest good of all is not yet ready? Okay, it may need time to co-release with other people, other things, other fated epiphanies. It may need more time for it to evolve or unfold into the highest good. And that's what I'm seeing. There is a cosmos and a divine plan in the waiting period right now. That's what it feels like. There is a waiting period. And I feel like this is the warning from your guides. And I'm not saying this to instill fear in any way. I'm saying this because there's a need to hold space for yourself and the part of yourself that just wants to go and do this thing. Everything will be on your path. Feels like things are being placed on the path before you take this action. That's what this is. There are some things that you may not see right now. I'm seeing even someone apply for a job, but they don't realize that there's a new position that's about to open for them. So this is like a position that's being reserved for you, a very specific position. But someone else is going to depart, right? Or something's about to be placed on your path for you to find, but it's not going to be on Tuesday, it's going to be on Wednesday. You don't know that right now. You think you're supposed to go on Thursday, but it's supposed to be Saturday. Because you're about to find something that someone's going to drop or someone's going to place or leave there. Let's see what this is, right? Flight is movement and freedom in every sense. So yeah, this refers to, again, a body traveling through space without settling or stopping. Heed to the warning. Heed to the warning. There is no time to rest or relax. That's what the body may try to tell you, okay? The fearful aspect of yourself. You're a multidimensional being. Those thoughts are always going to be there, especially when it comes to impulsive action. It's likely today. It's very, very likely. It's simply time to move forward. Spread your wings and fly without looking back. This is what that voice is going to tell you. This came up reverse, right? And then you have matter that came up reverse. So I'll go ahead and read that as well, right? Matter talks about something concrete and something physical, like physical action, physical application, something that you want to do, but you're being told, wait. It could be about releasing something. It could be about sharing something too. It may not be time to share this thing. It may not be time. It talks about concretion. structure, basic order. So it coming up reverse is saying that everything is not yet in its place right now. This delay is not denial. It's divine timing. I'm going to say that one more time. I don't know who needs to hear this, right? This delay, it's not denial. It's divine timing. Please trust in the divine timing. Please, please. Not for me, for yourself. You can do what you want to do. I'm not infringing my will upon you. I'm not trying to change or impart anything on you. All I can do is show you the energy, okay, right now. So, tangible creations, as well as the realization of everything related to agreements and finishing projects. Perceivable and detectable through physical methods. All that we imagine on our flight makes more sense when we lower it to our height. There's something that you don't see right now. There's something that you don't see, okay? All that we imagine on our flight, this is the flight, makes more sense when we lower it to our height. Eyes being bigger than the stomach, right? Biting off more than you can chew. It's about something unbeknown to you that is going to be revealed. You're going to be so glad that you waited. You will be so glad that you waited. And I feel like it's because there's something on the path where you can expect to receive way more. If the universe makes you wait for something, it's because you can usually expect to receive way more than you had expected to receive. You're being called to wait right now because you're going to receive way more. That's the message from your guides for today specifically. So I'm going to love and Eva right there. That's all it is. This is a check-in energy. It's a heed to the warning energy. And I don't come on here with very specific messages like this very often, but they're coming through now more than ever. So please. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Like, your guides are not playing. Neither am I. Look at me. Please. Focus. Wait. You'll be so glad that you did. Okay, I'm gonna love and leave you right there. Okay. Yeah, it's very specific. It's very, very specific. I can't say it any other way. There's no other message that is coming through today apart from this. It's very specific energy. And that's how I know it's going to be relevant. You have retrograde at the base, moving backwards in appearance. It may feel like that this is, you know what it is? You may feel like not taking action today, like right now, doing this thing, is actually counterproductive, but you don't realize that it's actually more productive long term. I'm hearing why settle for the mundane or the ordinary when you can wait to receive the extraordinary. I'm seeing someone wait one more day for the flight and it takes them to the moon instead of just amongst the stars. You can dance with Jupiter and Mars? Are you freaking kidding me? Is that the lyrics, right? He talks about Jupiter and Mars. What is this transit? It's Mars and Libra squaring Jupiter and Cancer. In other words, hold my hand. That's like what the guys are telling you right now. In other words. Yeah, you're going to be so glad in regards to this. It's almost like your guides will say, yeah, you'll definitely want to kiss me when you see what it is that we have in store for you. It's chef's kiss. That's the energy. And bear in mind, Mars in Libra, it's in its fall. It does not behave very, very well here. So yeah, just be careful when it comes to the physical action. Just be cautious, you know? Different speeds, orbital systems. It may feel like things are like slowing down, or there's an indirect route, right? Or an involution, but it's not. It's like you're being called to take one step forward so you can quantum leap in a whole new direction. There's a quantum leap available for you right now, where it's like you may be jumping positions. Again, you don't see that by holding off from applying to that job. There's a new position that opens and you quantum leap like 2 positions. I'm seeing someone go from, I don't know, like a scale 1 position into like a management position that opens up. But they don't realize that it's almost like a liability. That quantum leap it becomes they're not eligible once they do this thing or they set their feet here. That's what I'm seeing. It's like something is activating. I don't know how, I don't know what, but it is. I lay emphasis on the feeling that there is no such thing as involution or going backwards for us nor the universe. I'm hearing it's part of your next evolutionary leap. This is part of the next evolutionary leap. There is no backwards or forwards in the cosmos, nor can we go to another place that does not result in evolution. But certain behaviors, relationships, and general things can slow down our internal process, which can be seen as a setback. This setback, whatever feels like a setback right now, it's part of the success plan. Don't know how much more I can stress that to you, but it's part of your success plan. No one sees it coming, including you, because I can't see what's on the other side of the success right now. But all I can see is, I'm so glad that I waited. Planets orbit the sun at different speeds. We too have our own times to do, say, bond, or create. It's extremely important to respect this. Finished. If you guys are not already subscribed to the channel, do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. Personal reading details are also down below. There will be a waiting list for October. And also check out 𝓬𝓪𝓷𝓬 if you guys are looking for some high quality AAA grade jewelry. Things are going to be unpredictable this eclipse season. That's all I can say. Lean into the mystery because you are one, even to yourself. Until next time. 𝓬𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓬𝓮. Bye!